Welcome back to State and the Obvious. Hope you guys are having a great day today. Just saw some news that I want to give my opinion on and kind of break down what's going on with the situation. So, if you guys have not seen, today or yesterday, I'm not sure which day, but the Cambridge Dictionary just dropped a new definition of what a woman is. So, as we can see here from @RealChrisRufo, the Cambridge Dictionary now defines a woman as an adult who lives and identifies as female, though they may have been said to have a different sex at birth. Who lives and identifies as a female. She was the first, and then the examples they give is they say she was the first trans woman elected to national office. Mary is a woman who was assigned male at birth. And it just doesn't, the thing is, look, it just doesn't work like that, all right? Just straight up. It doesn't work like that. And I want to give you guys the facts. I want to bring you guys the truth and tell you exactly why this whole gender ideology situation, this whole trans movement is really damaging, especially to our youth. And the real reason behind this, the real reason behind the confusion of our genders, the confusion of our sexes, and having thousands of genders and all these types of things, the real reason that nobody wants to talk about, but it's the facts, is that God created human beings male and female. Okay, it says that in Genesis. He created them male and female. Took a rib from Adam, created a female from a male. That is how God created us. We were created in God's image. And I want to say that this whole gender ideology movement, I think really at its root was started to defile us human beings. It was started, and it's being pushed to defile the image bearers of God. That is what's going on here. And it's evil. It's evil because the fact is this. Your sex is determined at birth, male or female, and it cannot change. You cannot change your sex. You cannot change your chromosomes. You cannot change your bones. Sure, you can take hormones. You can take some of these hormones. You can take drugs and these types of things. But guess what? There may be minor changes in the bone structure if you are persistent enough with hormones, which unfortunately a lot of the youth is doing this. And I've seen people come out recently. We've seen one of these girls, I forget her name, Chloe, something like that, very big on Twitter. She is a former, she's a person who was born a woman at birth, transitioned to try to be a male, and then detransitioned back. And now she's speaking out about how damaging that was, how deceptive the marketing was to get her to trans in the first place. And it's a tragedy. And I think it's hilarious as well, because if you look at this definition, there's circular reasoning in the definition itself. An adult who lives and identifies as female. What is a female? What is a female? A woman is an adult female. So what is a female? You're having circular reasoning in your own definition. Okay, if your definition of a female is somebody who was given certain sets of chromosomes at birth, then guess what? You cannot change what a female is. So a male who has XY chromosomes cannot transform his chromosomes into XX chromosomes. It's just not how that works. And I think I got that right. Maybe the chromosomes are flipped around. I'm not sure. But the point remains. The point remains. Like I said, I think this is a movement to defile human beings. It is a movement to destroy the beauty of God's creation. And we're going to keep seeing stuff like this. You know, and now we're starting to see, I mean, okay, I'm not even going to begin to go in on this guy, but Yoel Roth from Twitter. I'm sure you guys have seen what's going on with Yoel Roth. I made videos on him prior. I've already spoken about Yoel Roth and the damage he has caused to Twitter itself and the national conversation, but this man, like I said, things are going to keep getting worse if we don't speak up and speak the truth. Yoel Roth, and I'm going to make a whole different video on this, so keep your eyes out for that video. It's going to be very in-depth. That's going to be my effort, at least. It's going to be very in-depth. It's going to dive into this guy And essentially, Yoel Roth was at the center point of making decisions with censorship on Twitter, right? And this man had some very sus tweets, very suspect comments. I mean, commenting about young men, too young, if you pick up on what I'm saying. And in the absence of truth, there's no objective standard. This is the core issue. This is, to underline this whole situation. In the absence of an objective truth, there's no foundation. There's no line that's going to be drawn. Society determines where that line is. As society becomes more degenerate and degenerate, as we see in America right now. I interact with a lot of people of different religions, all right? Some of them are Muslim. And I have to say, I respect the Muslim religion because the Muslim countries, whether you agree with what they do or not, at least they respect their religion. They respect the rules and the conservatism in their religion. If you look at America, we claim to be a Christian nation. We are absolutely nothing close to a Christian nation. We are not even close to that, okay? And this is what I'm saying, is that if there's no objective standard, if as a country, the objective standard of our morals is not the Bible, then we will keep pushing this line further and further. We're going to keep getting kids, hormone treatments for children. We're going to see gender ideology pushed on children that are not even mature enough to understand what gender is. And it's going to go down a slippery slope. And we're actually seeing the slippery slope right now. It's funny. I was just talking to somebody about this the other day. What's happening right now is literally the slippery slope that people said would never happen when this LGBT movement was getting started back in 2014, 2013, right? People are like, "Oh, slippery slope will never happen." Look at what's happening now. The slippery slope is happening in real time. Okay. So, in the absence of truth, insanity presents itself. That's what we're seeing right here. The dictionary just changed the definition of a woman. You can't just do that. Okay, we saw the White House change the definition of a recession. It doesn't work like that. People are still in a recession. 2 quarters of negative GDP. Boom. A woman is an adult female. What is a female? A female is a person born at birth with XX chromosomes. You know what? I'm going to look it up to make sure I'm having these chromosomes right. What chromosomes? Yeah, females. Okay, XX chromosomes. So what I was saying was true. A female. I'll give you guys the definition right now, since Cambridge can't define it, since they're not able to define it. A woman is an adult female. A female is a person who is born with XX chromosomes, who has female reproductive organs. That's it. That is a woman. Pretty easy. It's not this whole identify as a female. They may have had a different sex. Trans woman, this and that. I'm sorry, but that's just not how you define a woman. That's not what a woman is. There is the truth. The truth does exist. An objective truth does exist. And that's just how it is. And you can't be scared to speak the truth. That's the thing. You cannot be scared to speak the truth. The truth is worth dying for. Take a look, whether you're religious or not, take a look at the story in Daniel 1-3. Me and my friend just talked about this in a podcast we have. Men who died, who literally put their lives on the line for the truth, for God. Nebuchadnezzar, Daniel 1-3, demanded that Daniel and the 3 wise men other than Daniel, partake and worship a god. Guess what? They said, no, we are not going to worship a god. We're not going to do any of that because the truth is worth dying for. That's not the truth. I'm not going to sacrifice the truth. He threw them in a furnace. They came out the furnace alive. The truth is worth dying for. And that's just how it is. That's just the facts. So, bottom line, you can't redefine a woman. I can't, if I want to, I can't redefine 2 + 2. I can't redefine mathematics. Mathematics is mathematics. 2 + 2 is 4. Woman, XX chromosome. Male, XY chromosome. sky, blue. I mean, how many things do I have to say? You can't just redefine these things. Doesn't work like that. So, pretty hilarious news. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think down below. Can we redefine what a woman is? What is a woman? Well, let me know right now. Did you watch that documentary from, what's his name, Matt Walsh? I really haven't seen it. I've seen clips of it. But what is a woman? Let me know right now. Do you disagree? Let me know. I'm not scared to debate whatsoever. You guys have already seen that. You'll continue to see it. Let me know. With that being said, if you made it this far in the video, thank you for watching. Make sure you drop a like on the video. Subscribe here for more political and news commentary and analysis from an unbiased, common sense perspective based in truth. That's what I'll say, based in truth. So maybe it's not completely unbiased, but it's based in the truth. My bias is toward the objective truth. With that being said, I'll see everybody next time. Peace out.